Then I got divorced.
Oh.
I was unemployed in my aunt's basement. And for like 2 years, nothing was fun or good. And I worked concessions where the 76ers play and at the Philly Convention Center, just selling hot dogs. Nothing was funny. And then I started to make some friends who were like, get back out there, do comedy. Like, look at your divorce. Like, something's funny about it. And then I started writing and suddenly everything was funny about it. Chaps found it. He had a military podcast here. Yes. And then I became a guest and then yada yada. And then he was like, Dave, please like hire her. And now I have health insurance.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode of In the Slot. Today's an exciting one. I'm Moobie.
And I'm Smelly.
And we are joined by the beautiful, wonderful Kate.
Yay! I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God, we're so excited to have you on. We
Thank
truly admire all your work and love talking with you and getting to know you.
Yes, you have such like a comforting cadence. Like,
and presence.
Yeah. Like
That's why I wore a soft little sweater today, and I'm ready to go.
Here's a hug.
And I think we didn't really get to like chat a lot in New York and get to know each other.
I know.
And now we're doing it right here in the Slot.
I feel like a creep. I feel like the old lady of the office who's always looking at the youngs doing things and be like, oh, good for them. You know, so I feel like a creep being like, I've watched you guys forever now and seen the trajectory and it's so cool. And, you know.
Yeah, no,
I feel like you're like give like big sister, mother-esque vibes, you know, like Mother Goose.
You're the Mother Goose here.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. I got the gray hair to prove it. So
your style is great too. I'm like, let's gas Kate up. She also
thank you.
She got her colors done and started wearing silver. And it
really did. You did a color analysis.
Yes, I did.
So fun. Isn't it like funny now? Like when you're shopping, we did one of those, and like now when I'm shopping, I'm like, not my color. Like,
I literally keep, because they give you this giant swatch.
Yes.
Your yeses, and I literally keep it in my bag when I go shopping, and I like I'm pulling it out. I'm too embarrassed to fully pull it out.
You're like, oh, let me see if I can buy this sweater.
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me make sure. Wait, which color?
I was gonna say she had silver earrings, and so she was like cool tone, and it literally was like lighting up her face. So I think what are you, cool?
I'm a cool summer.
Cool summer.
What are you?
Warm I think
summer.
I was light spring.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was warm autumn.
She hated it.
I was like mustard and orange. Meanwhile, I was like literally going on rants, like random rants about like how I think orange is ingenuine and like then I have to change up everything. Now I'm like only wearing orange.
I don't know if they did my medals though. I would love to know that because I always wear gold.
Medals. I feel like you're a Goldie. I feel like you can do, but I have a little gold on right now.
Yeah. But it's a little. I do too. I like a little mixed match. I do a little gold and silver.
Yeah. See why you can do cool and summer, but you can mix it in.
Yeah.
So for the people listening. And don't know you. Do you want to give a little spiel about how
your lore
of a little Barstool elevator pitch?
Sure. I didn't even know what Barstool was. This was 2017, 2018. I guess 2017 is when it started. Had never heard of Barstool. There's so much lore.
Yeah, there's so much lore. We have military background on here too.
How do we quick speed lore? I was obsessed with the movie Animal House in high school. I was like, I'm going to go to college and try my best to live Animal House. So went there to play field hockey, D2 school. But they were like, no partying, no this, no that. And I kept looking over at the rugby girls being like, they look like they're so much more fun. I quit the team after my first season, joined the rugby team, moved into the rugby house and was just like,
that's
any
baller.
night of the week. I was that one friend that if you wanted to party any night of the week, no matter what I had going on, I would throw my books down and be like, absolutely, yes.
Love that.
Party.
And what kind of parties? Was this bars? Was this house parties?
Mostly house parties. Our house was like one of the party houses. It was just an absolute, like our basement stairs collapsed. The boys team would upper deck our toilet or like poop in our washer dryer all the time. It was like
poop
they
in the
stole
washer dryer.
You're like, oh,
yeah. They would piss out our pilot. Like they stole our refrigerator door. Like it was. They would put canola oil on our. We had like one of those black and white linoleum floors.
Yeah.
We go to the bar, they like dump canola oil, and we come home and be like, boom.
Prank wars.
Yeah.
And that's actually like really cruel. And we're like, those boys, they like us.
Those crazy boys, they crush it.
Like that's a hate crime.
Wait, also I'm like, field hockey to rugby. That's crazy because that's so different.
Very different.
Like,
the first like 5 games, because there's 15 people on each team on the field. There's 30 people on the field.
Yeah.
The first like 5 games, I was out on the field being like, I have no idea what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on. I was just out on the
That's
field
like
running
ultimate
around.
contact.
Yeah.
You know, like field hockey, I feel like it's not even as
No.
contact at all.
Very different vibes. But it was a club team, so it wasn't that like serious or whatever.
Yeah.
They're actually really good now. Shout out IUP Rugby. Go Scooters.
Let's
go.
Scooters.
The Scooters. The boys' team's the Tutors. The girls are the Scooters.
I love
It's cute.
that.
But anyway, by the time we hit my senior year, I was partying a little too hard, if you know what I
Just
mean.
catching it up.
It wasn't
Yup.
just beers Mama was doing. I was doing all
Doing
kinds of
other
crazy things.
That's what happens.
She was concocted.
Yeah. And the friends that were calling me on Tuesday night to party now were like, are you okay, girlfriend?
Oh,
like, it
yeah.
was like, I was like, come on.
Like, maybe
and they're
not you
like,
on this
you're
Tuesday.
sad now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So with 1 semester left, I dropped out of college and was like, I was like so fucked up. I was like, if I don't make a change now, I'm either gonna graduate with like a 2.0 and be in a cubicle somewhere with some shithole job that I hate forever.
Yeah.
Or I can like make a big, huge change and do something crazy. And so I dropped out and I joined the military, which I'm a
That's
very
epic.
impulsive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a very instant gratification girly. And
Yeah.
I was like, I want to change my life right now.
Yeah.
And
Military,
But
yeah.
that's also like, that's awesome. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't have that inner self-guidance to be like,
Yes.
okay, actually I gotta cut this part loose right now. Like I had
Yeah.
my fun, Animal House
Or
is
even with
Animal
rugby,
House.
like you didn't enjoy field hockey, so you're like, all right, now I'm going to rugby.
Yeah, I'm going to go do this now. I'm very like, if I'm unhappy in the moment, that's why I cut bangs every 2 years. I'm like, it's on a random, I'm like, you know what? Bangs. But so that Christmas break, I went into a recruiter's office and he didn't even like, normally they have to like sell it to you and pitch it to you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, 1 ticket to Marines, please. I'll send me off. And a
Oh
month later, there I was gone. They had to cut my
Wow.
belly button ring off with the pliers because I was like, you can't wear this to boot. I knew
Oh.
nothing about the military. I didn't come from a military family.
No way.
And it was like a rude awakening.
Was it
Yeah.
really
Did rugby help at all? Preparation.
Not really. I was like, where's the beer?
Yeah,
Where's the-"
were you like, what?
Yeah.
How were you feeling in the moment? Like, okay, you arrive at boot camp and you're like,
Yeah.
scared. What do you like?
Wait, can you
ready?
actually like walk us through it? Like literally, like what
Yeah.
does that actually look like? Like I can't even imagine.
No.
Well, I picked the Marines because I was like, I want the hardest one. I need the biggest kick in the ass. I was it's hard to like explain what a shitty person I was. Like partying too hard and certainly like can make you kind of a shitty person. I like hated myself.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if I really want to make a change, like I need someone really yelling at me. And I knew in my head, like the Marines was the yelliest. So I was like, send me to the yelliest one. I didn't
My
even think.
The yelliest.
Yeah. I was
That's
like,
so
I'll take-
baller.
And so you get out. You have to keep your head down on the bus, you know, they pick you up. You have to keep your head down so you can never know. Anytime you're traveling around Paris Island, your heads are down so that you're disoriented and you never really know where you are. And you get off and you stand on these yellow footprints and then these big silver doors open and the drone instructors come out like angry wasps and they're like yelling at you so hard their spit is like flying in your face. And I didn't grow up in like a yelling house.
Yeah.
And I
Like, the most, like, nice girl. Like, that's crazy. Were you scared?
And I wasn't scared. There's this thing too where like you have to get through it. You signed, like there's military law. It's like, well, you're either going to get through this or you're going to go to the brig or be stuck in a holding platoon forever.
Yeah.
So in the back of your mind, you're like, well, whatever's happening, I am going to get through it.
Yeah,
So
like,
fuck
I'm
it,
gonna
whatever.
survive.
Yeah, just keep on paddling.
Were
So
you ever
I
like
just
tempted to laugh when they were yelling at you? I feel like that's what I would be nervous about. Or is it like too
when
intense
other
like
people are
that?
getting yelled at and you make eye contact with your
Yeah.
buddies, that's very funny.
Yeah.
When like somebody else is getting like, you get in trouble, you have to go up to there's this square in the front of the barracks where you have to like, you're just doing push-ups, 1,000,000 push-ups forever
Yeah.
and ever and ever kind of thing. The quarter deck. But yeah, you just keep plugging through. And then on the other hand, you have no responsibilities outside and someone's telling you what to do every second of the day. So you don't have to think.
Kinda
I
like
slept
that.
like a baby at
Yeah.
night. It's like, I don't know. All your meals are taken care of. I don't know. So it's hard, but there's also kind of easy about it mentally.
You're like not
So it's like
thinking,
the
you're
first
just
year
doing.
training.
Yeah.
Like, do you go in? Are they like, this is your bunk room? Like, here's your roommates. Like,
You just learn all the little, it's like a whole other language. It's a language of acronyms. It's all these customs and courtesies that you have to learn. It's got its own law system. It's got its own
wow,
everything.
yeah.
And so it's just intensely teaching you all that in 13 weeks. And then, you know, there's a swim qual week. There's a rifle qual week. They're getting you used to all these different things because they called the kids who couldn't swim iron ducks because they just like make you go right off the diving board and you either sink or swim.
No.
But like, yeah, so it's all these different
was
weeks
there a lot of
like,
people that couldn't swim?
yeah. And then so they get pulled aside and they teach them. But
Oh my
eventually
God,
everybody
yeah.
makes it through. Yeah, I can swim fine.
You're like,
not an
let me do
iron
the
duck.
backstroke on you.
What was the
But-
hardest thing you had to do in boot camp? Or like the moment where you're like, I might break.
Man,
Or you're like, nothing compared to that canola oil on
Nothing
the ground.
compared to the rugby house. Yeah, but really, the boys' team prepared me pretty well for what I was
Love
for the
that.
hazing. Yeah,
Did
it was
you like
kinda
anything
fine.
specifically? Like, did you like the rifles more? Did you like?
I got in the best shape of my life.
Epic.
You learn it's not about you. I was like such a selfish shithead. Like I had a pretty fine life. Like I never had any adversity really in my life. Like nothing that hard. And for once, it's not about you. And so, like one person fucks up, the whole squad is face down in the sandpit or whatever. And so
Which
you
is
really
the
do
worst.
learn like you have to put yourself aside for the greater good of everybody. Kind of thing was good for me. And then I remember graduating and my parents coming down and like I really did. I'm one of those people where they're like, everybody say hey, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna drink the Kool-Aid. I don't drink the Kool-Aid on stuff. I'm really skeptical. And by the end, I was like, Semper Fidelis. I was like, I drank the Kool-Aid so hard, and I just felt like a brand new person and so proud. And I had so much beer, just straight up beer weight. I was like and I came out with a totally different. I was like kind of shredded.
I love that.
Kind of like Dancing
I'm
with the
rambling,
Stars
but it was good.
transformation.
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
good.
You're like, wait, I love this.
Yeah.
And then you
Why
went
am I
up-
like literally like intrigued right now?
Kelly's like, I'm gonna sign up with a Marine. I mean, that's
I'm like, I want to sleep like a baby.
Do you think a lot of people who signed up for that were in the same boat of like, I want to turn my life around a little bit?
Big time.
Okay. So
Yeah.
everyone-
It wasn't. There was very few people I've met, even men and women who were like, I joined because I'm USA Heart. It was more like, yeah, the bill's stacked up, man. Fuck, I can't. Like, it was like, I got child support payments now or whatever. Like, it is a steady, guaranteed paycheck, and you get to better yourself. So it's like, for a lot of young people, it's
that makes sense.
a better
And
path.
then you went overseas, right?
Yeah, I went to. So I got.
Yes.
You can pick all these different little jobs.
Okay.
And
So you get
whatever.
to pick. So after you go through training, and then do you get like ranked?
You kind of pick beforehand, and based off you take this test, and like based on what you're good at, they kind of tell you. And
Is
for
it like
women,
IQ and
lot
physical?
fewer options. And I know they're gonna try and put me behind a desk or whatever, and I don't want to do that. I want to be out and about. And I was like, if I go military police afterwards, I can just become a cop. Like, great career path.
Good
I'm coming up with a
pipeline.
plan, whatever.
Love.
And I didn't know that there was regular, like the police you see on base and cop cars and like at the gate. But then there's this thing called field MPs, which they train to go train the police of other countries, like the Afghan police or whatever, as we're trying to build. So I ended up getting put in a field MP unit, which I didn't even know. I didn't think I was ever going to deploy. I didn't think any of that stuff. And it was like, surprise, bitch, you're in a field MP unit.
That's
And
crazy.
So, but then
Was that a scary moment when you found out you were like deploying? Like you're like, oh shit, like we're leaving the boot camp, or
well,
like
it's more everybody wants to. Because like you get to your unit and they're like, all right, who here is deployed? And the people who have look around, they like raise their hands and they're looking at you like, what pussy?
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
like
want.
I feel like it's kind of like the
Yeah.
real shit, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
feel like you want to. It's what you're training for.
Yeah.
So I get to my unit, this field MP unit, and then they get deployment orders like right away. And everybody was getting sent to these different teams. And I was like, where's my orders? And because I was a woman, I was the only woman in my unit. At the time, women weren't allowed in combat roles. So like, sorry, Mannion, you have to stay behind. You can't go. You're a woman. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had trained so hard. I could keep up with the guys.
Yeah.
I could do everything they could do.
Literally.
that's so
And
frustrating.
I was so frustrated. I remember like calling my dad, like sobbing, because it felt like my brothers are going without me. So I had this great staff sergeant who was like, I know a loophole. They're developing this team right now because in the Middle East, like obviously our men couldn't talk to the women kind of thing, couldn't even go near them. It would cause like huge
'Cause the laws.
problems. They're developing this all-woman unit right now that's going to train all different ways and then get sent out amongst the infantry units in teams of 2. I'm going to get you on that team. And he did.
Oh, shout out
he
to
ended up-
him.
I know.
Wait,
He ended
and
up
also,
finding
like,
this
shout out
huge
to you because I'm
loophole.
sure he like really saw, you know, if he's gonna like push.
Yeah, I
for you,
really
you know?
wanted to like, yeah.
Yeah, be out there.
He's like, I'm gonna go to bat for this
Yeah,
girl.
he did. Thank God. And so then I got put. It was the Marine Corps' first all-woman unit. There was 40 of us, and
That's so
we trained with the infantry, like language training and all the field training and all that stuff. And then we deployed to Afghanistan and got split into teams of 2. And then we were embedded with these infantry units, like out in the boonies for 7 or 8 months or something like that. But it was neat. It was really incredible experience and like.
Yeah.
Like,
For somebody who had never left the Northeast, like I
Totally.
never
Yeah.
left like New Jersey, Pennsylvania area my entire life. And it was like, holy shit.
Holy shit!
Eye-opening.
Now
Yeah.
you're in Afghanistan.
Wow.
Were like you and
Yeah.
those women like, was it a very empowering feeling, or was it more like we're doing this for our, like, was it not really about that? Like, what was that vibe?
It was more, we were just trying to help the mission at the time. Like my views have changed very much over the years about what the fuck was all that about. But at the time, like the men couldn't search the women. They couldn't go into certain sections of the compounds. They couldn't, all these things. And also we were good, like the Afghans were stunned to see women Marines out in like the fields and stuff like that on patrol. They're like, what the fuck? So it like lightened the mood a little bit because everybody would get pumped. I always had a giant thing full of dum-dums. Like the kids could always count on me. I'm like doing armpit farts. Like we were like a vibes crew too, you know, a little bit.
That.
But it was just like really fascinating. And some of the guys, like some of the infantry guys, like hated us being there and made it very clear. And other guys were like great leaders who were like, we're going to figure out how to best utilize you right away. And
love that.
So yeah, it was really interesting. It was a cool time.
That's amazing and really cool story. And I think it's awesome.
So I'm a rambler.
No, you're totally fine.
Are you kidding? I'm literally like this.
I think we're enamored. I mean, I'm just like,
I love learning
about
about
myself
people's
too.
worlds.
And I'm like, I'm sheltered. I grew up in New Jersey and only went to PA. Like, it's just,
I'm
like, I need to get out and see the world. But then,
crazy.
so how did you learn about Barstool after all that?
Yeah, so I get out, and then too, I got married in the military, which dime a dozen. Everybody does it. If you don't get married when you're in the military, you're a fucking loser.
Okay, so you're a cool
you just
chick.
do, okay? Because like you're dating somebody, and then you're about to deploy, and you're like, let's get married. It's so romantic,
my
you know.
God.
You're writing each other letters, and
Kelly,
like
Life's on the
literally
line.
sounds right up your alley.
yeah, we would look at the moon on deployment. Let's look at the moon at 10:30, like that kind of shit. Like it was so whatever. So get back from the first deployment, and he was deployed at the same time too. And the first one, we were both in pretty dangerous areas and like crazy shit happening, and like, you know, are we gonna see each other ever again? And so when we got home, we're like, we're getting married, and we deployed again or whatever. And then afterwards, we both decided to get out and move back to where he was from, New York City.
Hey,
And shout out New York City.
New York.
So he was from the Bronx, so we moved back to the Bronx. I ended up going back to school to Fordham, and I was in the communications program there, and the Daily Show with Jon Stewart had a program for veterans called the VIP program, Veteran Immersion Program. I was like, very important people. Veteran Immersion Program for military veterans who were interested in media. And I was like, oh my God, yes, like absolutely. And I loved comedy and media and all that stuff. I was still sticking with the communications, but you never think that it's actually possible to make a living in it. It seems like this dream that like, yeah, they can do it, but I could never make it. So I go there every week, and the writers there were like, yes, you can. Like, we're all doing it, and we're nobody special. We're not from like special backgrounds. We're not from whatever. Here's what you need to do. And they kind of showed me like, start doing stand-up, sketch, improv, start taking the classes, start networking, start whatever. And like really give your all into it, and you will find a pathway.
Hell yeah.
You know? So I started doing that. Me and some of the veterans in that group created our own sketch team. I think it was called like Small Faces. We perform in Brooklyn and stuff. And like, I read the old sketches and I'm like, oh my God, this is so fucking bad.
But
Like, what were we thinking?
But still, like, that's what core memories.
Yeah. And it was, and I started to think like, holy shit, maybe I can do something. Like this could be a thing.
In New York City where all the dreams come true, you know?
And at the end of the program that semester, they do a job fair in the studio. So like one of the interviews I had was at Jon Stewart's desk where he does the thing, was with like History Channel or something like that.
Oh my
But
God.
you get to pick your top 3 media. Like he had like the top media companies in New York City come in, and you got to pick your top 3 and interview. They had a real interview with them right there.
In
It was
person,
so cool.
right there? Wow.
So Comedy Central was my number one, of course. Got the job. Was an assistant to the president of production at Comedy Central at the time. And I don't do organization. I was so fucking bad at my job.
Especially, I feel like because you're coming out of the Marines and stuff, like where you said like so much.
Everybody tells you what to do too. And now it was like, I was supposed to be organizing her life. And I was like, every single day I'd poke my head in her door and be like, sorry, I forgot to tell you about the meeting that started 20 minutes ago. Like every day was me cringing, being like, fuck, I have to tell her I fucked up her expense report again. Like for 2 years, this poor woman put up with that shit. But and I was doing a ton of stand up and all that stuff at night, and
fuck yeah,
like it was just
How
fully
was
immersing
was that
myself.
Scary at all, or like what was that?
Yeah, it was. But they have all these open mics. I mean, every city you can find them, and after you do it a few times, you realize nobody else cares about you. They're just there for their own thing, and like
there to drink.
Yeah, they're just there to drink. It's like in dark bar basements, like nobody cares, and it gets less and less scary, and everybody else sucks so bad too that you're like, oh, we all suck. It's
Open
fine.
mics is like such a crazy concept. It's like, all right, there's one mic here now. You're gonna go up and try to just make people laugh.
Yeah.
Like that's so crazy. Did you ever get nervous? Like, do you ever have nervous moments like
Big
that?
time. the first time I did it went great. I remember texting my dad and being like, this is it, baby. This is so easy.
I'm locked.
And then it was like 4 months of just bombing. But they would do, have you heard of bringer shows? Like the bigger clubs will let you perform there on certain nights so long as you bring like 6 guests, which is like hundreds of dollars for them because the guests have to pay. It's like you're making your friend. It's like you're paying your way to perform.
Yeah.
But I think it was New York Comedy Club on Broadway. I had been doing stand up for like a year, and I was like, yeah, I have 6 friends that can come to this show, and I'm gonna do. And there was these big comedians on the show that I thought were great at the time. That I was like, I think Dan Soder and Adrian Appalucci and blah blah. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna impress these people. I went up, I forgot everything I was supposed to say, and my friends didn't show up, so I had to like pay the comedy club a ton of money. I bombed so hard, and I didn't do it again for like several months.
Yeah, you're like, and PTSD.
Yeah, that would send me.
But whatever. I'm a rambler. Sorry, I'll ramble forever.
You don't have to apologize.
Literally same.
We ramble a lot.
I'm just rambling.
Yeah.
It's a ramble pod.
It's a girl gab.
We're just gabbing.
Yeah.
We're just chitty chatting. But yeah, then sorry, I'm making this so much longer. There's like so much lore.
Wait, but I love all the lore.
I mean, the listeners are probably like, this woman is so interesting.
Yeah.
Then I got divorced.
Oh, so Bronx Man got cut.
Bronx Man got cut. That's a military marriage.
Yeah.
That's what happens next.
Yeah.
80% of the time.
That's
so
the
we
pipeline.
were following the protocol
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
already pre-written for us.
It was the end of the mission.
It was the end of the mission, but I was like heartbroken.
No.
I was like, I didn't see it coming. I was like, I swear heartbreak is like a real physical thing. Like when you really are going through
Your
it, like
stomach.
it's just like I felt like I was going to throw up on my shoes for an entire year. Like I just couldn't.
I feel like someone also, it's like, so the person dies to you basically because you never see them again.
It's
you
like
go
a
from
death. It's
hanging
crazy.
It's not
It's like an attachment that.
Yes, because you also go from like hanging out and talking 24/7 to literally nothing, and you're like, oh,
what the fuck? It's
Yeah.
surreal. It's like so
literally
bizarre.
your best friend, and then you're also intimate with them.
I know. He
sorry to
knows what
bring
my
it up.
buttle looks like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He was just out there with
great,
that
by
image.
the way. Great butthole.
Love that.
But I just like spiraled so hard. I thought, and he too knew everything from like the military stuff. Like there was hard things that was difficult to process and like blah, blah, blah. And it was good to have somebody that knew all that, like who really got
I
it.
could talk about it. Yes.
And to not have that anymore felt like I was like completely
in the dust.
I felt so alone. And like, yeah, and he was friends with all my friends. So like military friends, and it was all guys. So I was like, shit, he got the
whole crew.
I'm so alone in this.
Yeah.
So I
And you're,
spiraled.
like, New York City comedy shows still.
Well, nothing was. So I quit my job. I quit and I moved to my aunt's basement in Philly. I moved back. My family's from the Philly burbs.
Love.
And I just like gave up on everything. I was unemployed in my aunt's basement. And for like 2 years, nothing was fun or good. And I worked concessions where the 76ers play and at the Philly Convention Center, just selling hot dogs. And it would be like,
Simple.
I was like this military deployment veteran who had this thing at Comedy Central and was blah, blah, blah. And then I was back home and I was like, I would see people from high school and be like, here's your popcorn with like a hairnet on.
How
It was
did I
like
get back here?
It was very humbling.
Yeah.
And but that was an interesting experience too. Make sure your ketchup dispensers are clean. Or really take a good look before you pump in the cup. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, nothing was funny. And then I started to make some friends who were like,
Nothing
get
was
back out
funny.
there, do comedy. Like look at your divorce. Like something's funny about it. And then I started writing. And suddenly everything was funny about it. And it was just like things were funny again and whatever. So long story short, I started tweeting more and doing social media more. Chaps found it. He had a military podcast here.
Yes.
He paid me out of his own pocket for like a year to do social for Zero Blog 30.
Love.
And then I had Kate's
Chaps.
Corner at the end of every episode where I would talk about cool women in the military.
Yeah.
And then I became a guest and then yada yada. And then he was like, Dave, please like hire her. And now I have health insurance.
Woo!
Sorry, that was a little long.
No.
You can speed that up at 40 times speed.
That was
But-
amazing.
No, that was amazing. Also,
Yeah.
too, I'm just like, I feel like it's such a great story because, you know, so much times in life, like I'm really learning that like there's no good decisions or bad decisions. Like, sometimes things just kind of go to shit, but then there's things to laugh
That's,
about
like,
it. And
reassuring.
there's like
Yeah.
things that come after. Like life doesn't look like a rainbow 24/7. Like life is hard. Like leaving college, like everything was mapped out for you, and now like you're in this real world, and like sometimes it doesn't go.
No, sometimes you have to fail and pick yourself back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like all the good things Let me say a really good quote for the quote card. I feel like every good thing I have has come from a failure, from recovering from a failure.
I love it. Literally. Yeah, I love it.
But really, yeah, that's what happened. I had a tweet about a calzone that looked like a vagina. Chaps that was doing a blog about foods and nature things that looked like asses and pussies and stuff.
Yeah,
he DM'd me, saw I was a Marine. What is it?
Puh.
Yeah.
Well, they Kana, I called them Kana. Kadic and Dana like say "dit" and "puh."
Oh my god!
And they think it's hilarious.
God.
So was it like working with all these men all the time, and you're on the yak? And
does it feel like you're back in the military, in the Marines?
Sometimes I'm like, what's wrong with me that I keep going to these like very male centric? Yeah, you have to learn to talk really loud sometimes and directly over people. Otherwise, they will just steamroll you 24/7. You learn that a lot. You have to speak up.
Which is great.
Yeah, that's good. But now when I'm out at bars talking to people, I'm like, so anyways, like you can tone it down a little bit. They'll hear you.
Totally.
I'm an ear shouter. I go right for the
ear shower. Yeah,
you
gotta be.
Sometimes the music's way too loud. I'm like, why is the music on volume 9,000 and I can't hear anything?
And you're like,
and you were in the New York office for how long until you came here?
20. I was like, I will never, ever go back to New York City ever again. And then I got hired at Barstool and they're like, we're starting Sirius XM. Because when I first got hired, they're like, you can stay in Philly and be the Philly beat person. And then Sirius XM started and got a show on Sirius XM. And they're like, you got to move back up here.
And you're like, oh my God, back to the thing.
Oh my God. And he worked at the Grand Central MSG train station. He worked there. And so I had to come up from Philly every day and walk through there and be like, I'm going to see him again. Oh my God. But I never did. It was fine. But anyway.
Thank God.
Yeah. So I ended up moving back up. But I was there 2018 to till 2 years ago.
Wow.
Did we move here after COVID? Yeah.
Yeah.
We moved here after COVID.
When did you get remarried? Did you get remarried?
No.
Oh, no.
Hey,
she's out here.
Never again. Never again.
Love that.
My first wedding was great. That's all I needed. I just needed the wedding. We had a chocolate fountain.
Oh,
it ruled. So I don't need to do that again. I experienced it. It was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you have kids.
Yes, I do.
Yes. And what are their names, if you don't mind sharing?
Their names are so on Instagram when they were born, we made up names. It was like Diesel Excellence and whatever, and people DM me being like, you're ruining their lives, like whatever.
Classic.
Yeah,
literally classic.
But they're Cassius and Cormac are their names, so we call them Cash and Mac.
That's so cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
What have they taught you about what has being a mom taught you?
Dude,
Too much.
That's harder than anything else I've ever.
Yeah.
It's the most two things at the same time you can be experiencing. I'm like a very, can you tell, emotional lady. I'll look at them and feel like my heart's about to explode with like the biggest feeling of joy and love, while at the same time I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. If this diaper thing doesn't detach from the thing, I'm gonna go. But oh my God, I love you so much.
Yeah.
It's taught me that duality. Two
that.
things at the same time. It's the best thing in the world, and also I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm really tired.
I agree. I love my mom, and I feel not like bad for her, but I feel like she has to worry a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it's a lot of stress sometimes.
New level of worrying.
Yes. Yeah. And like I want to be like, I'll be okay. Like even like when we're doing things here, like she gets nervous, like I'll get hurt physically or like stuff like that. And I'm like, I swear, like I'll be okay. But like I love her for caring so much.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Motherhood.
And it's given me, I'd probably be fired from Barstool if I didn't have kids. Because I was hitting the bar scene. I was like, I was partying, and not like I was in college, but like I was
getting back to the bar.
Pat from the New York office, whenever he got me to go out, just terrible.
Like
he's a really bad influence. And so it's probably for the best that I have two kids. But yeah, no, I love it. And it's fun. I'm the kind of person that loves to show people stuff. Like if like I have a good restaurant here, I can't wait to show you and blah, blah, blah. And so it's fun to be like, guys, you just get to show them all your favorite shit.
And they're like, wow.
And they love it. It's like
no, wait till I show you guys Animal House.
Dude, yeah.
This was your mom in college.
I can't wait. I'm like, oh, a few more years till Home Alone. I'm gonna watch Home Alone with it. Like, I don't know. I love that part of it. And I love like being goofy, and it's like improv. If you're good at improv, you'll be a great parent. Because,
you just gotta go with the punches.
Yeah.
So we had a question, like ranking top 5 Barstool employees you wouldn't let watch your kids.
Oh, wouldn't let watch my kids?
Who do you think that would be?
Kadic and Dana. Keep the pun.
They're like, pun did.
Yeah, no.
Like, let's do some vocab, kids.
Actually, I think Dana would be great. Kadic, you're fun. No, I think wouldn't let my I even think Nikki Smokes would be a fun temporary 30-minute to an hour babysitter.
Yeah.
All right, let's do like, oh yeah, we can make it easier if you want to like make it like a week long. Like
A week long.
you're on vacation.
Who are the dirtiest people here? Fuck. I feel like I
Oldie
need to see a
gets
list.
smelly.
But Oldie has kids.
Oldie has kids. He's a
True.
fun dad. Wouldn't wanna. Maybe White Sox Dave seems a bit curmudgeonly. Big T seems like he'd ice my kids out and just not be too interested in them.
He'd be like, you're in timeout.
That's so true.
I have to say too, here we have the big gym. Big Cat keeps all his big vehicles for his kids here. So on the weekends, we bring our kids in. It's like we go to the ice cream machine. They ride like the dune buggies around in the gym.
love
They go to the
that.
green screen room and have sword fights and shit.
That's so awesome.
I'm trying to think. Meek Phil, perhaps. He'd
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
roast my
yeah.
kids.
He'd be like tweeting the whole time.
Pat's
And
a
forget where they
fun
are.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, it's hard to think of people does that make me a bad mom? It's hard to think of people I wouldn't let watch my kids. It's right? No, I don't know.
Well, you gave 3 who you wouldn't. Now maybe
Yeah.
give 3 that you would.
3 that I would. I feel like Nick Terrain. KB is great with kids.
Love
He has been around my kids. Maresh is awesome. He always gives my sons Pokemon cards. There's like so many great people
Shout out
here.
to them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, everybody.
And then the next thing we have is Get Stumped. So the producer is going to ask a few questions.
The producer.
Our producer, Ben. Ben or
We're
Devin.
nameless.
Are these people.
The help. What job taught you the most?
Oh, what job taught me the most? Fuck. Probably the Marine Corps, because it was the first time I was really challenged in stuff. And I learned that I'm very quick to, if something was hard growing up, I would just quit. And it was the first time I couldn't. And so I learned, you can do hard things, even if you hate it, even if you suck at it. Like if you keep going, you can do hard things. So it gave me like a new belief in myself.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so inspired.
Put that on the quote card.
If you could go back to Animal House, College Kate, what would you tell her?
Lay off the cocaine, honey. Did I say that?
Literally.
Leave the nose beers off the 50-cent CD cover. You don't need to do that. That's okay.
Love
Oh
that.
my God. Yeah.
Love that. That's valid.
Stick
And
to
then,
beer and mushrooms. Go ahead.
who's your dream person to roast?
Oh, my dream person to roast? Oh, fuck. My dream person to roast. I would love if we did a Dave Portnoy roast. I feel like would be really fun, like a high level Dave roast.
Do you have anything top of mind you'd go
Said
for?
with love. Maybe the tippy toes and pictures, something like that. Perhaps. I love you, Dave. Thank you for my job.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Off the top of my head, though, I'm blanking. I don't have anything else to
That would
know.
be fun. I
Yeah.
have no. If I had to roast Dave, I have literally no clue what I would even go for.
I'd be
I'd be
terrified.
terrified.
Yeah.
And my face gets so red, and it's the worst thing ever. So I think I would be freaked out.
But as long as he knew it was a roast, you
Yeah.
know, you'd have permission to have fun with it. And I think he'd be a great sport about it.
Yeah.
Totally.
So,
Well, that is our episode with the beautiful, wonderful Kate.
thank you.
What
I
time
just
we have?
yapping.
No, literally,
no,
they
that
have the
was-
best type of guest. I'm
So-
like, take it away. Thanks for listening. We love you. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Bye.